Namaste, I am Dr. Shari from Kairali Ayurvedic Centre. In last 34 years, we have been treating over 15.3 lakhs of people with a success rate of 93% in various health issues. Here, I would like to share one of our success story, one based on skin disorder, where the underlying root cause was thyroid, where this patient had an extremity of hyper and hypo both, which is known as autoimmune disease, that is Hashimoto's disorder. Male aged of 57 years old came up with this problem of skin disorder, but he resembled all the problems of skins, that is with itching, rashes and other factors, with a blood report where that showed TSH high levels, TPO which is an antibodies, increased antibodies, low vitamin B12 and D and other factors. So when it came to our diagnosis, we started with diagnosing his prakriti, that is which is a very important part before going into a protocol of treatment, where we assessed his prakriti body type, where he is dominant with vata, pitta. We do have prakriti called vata, pitta, kapha, where he was dominant with vata and pitta, and all relevant features of this increased doshas was resembling in his condition. So the root base of understanding was important before going into a skin disease treatment. So his problem for skin disease was his thyroid, where it was an Hashimoto's disorders called, which is an autoimmune. So that this patient has a chance of recurrent skin disorders on and off coming if we don't treat his thyroid. When we understood over a consultation that his prakriti is vata, pitta, kapha dominant and the dusha, the increased doshas of these was predominant, we understood the half part that causative factor was this, and then underlying causative factor for his skin disorder was his thyroid. Now coming to the treatment protocol, where we recommended him first was Panchkarma, that is 5 major treatments of detox, where one of the treatment was been given was Abhyangam and then intake of ghee, which is very important so that it would reflect on his skin problem also and both on thyroid along with the Nasyam. So that Nasyam would help him to keep his thyroid active and in control. And this went for 7 days, and on 8th day he was given with another medicine and cleansed his stomach. During this 7 days of treatment itself, he responded well, where symptomatically there was reduction in the itching in the body, and we took a blood report again of TSH, where from it was earlier it was 12.95, it came to 10 within 7 days. Now further again the treatment was continued for another 10 days, where we gave him enema, that is Basti Chikitsa, which is one of the important treatment to expel out all the doshas from the body. That was for 3 days, and then we continued with Shirodhara, that oil dripping over the forehead, which has a major role in relaxing the body, mind and body, and also for the pituitary initiation. Now within this 17 days of treatment, when finally we were looking into the symptoms, the skin, based on the skin disorder, he has reduced to almost 75% of itching and rashes. Along with that, we repeated again the TSH values, where it drastically came down to 6, which was the base cause for his skin problem. Now within this whole 17 days of treatment, he was able to find a relief, major relief, further to maintain and bring down all these antibodies. I have recommended him the internal medications, which was basically Gugulu Tikta Kashayam, Kanchanara Gugulu, Patola Katirohini Adi Kashayam, Arogyavardhini Vati, along with that external application of oil, which he has to do on daily basis, and then continue the Nasyam, that is putting a drops, medicated drops in nostril, so that his thyroid responds for the same, and a few tips of gargling and the pack over the neck region. Now this he will continue for another month, and then we will take a follow-up and see how far he has benefited. So this was one of the success story of autoimmune disorder, which is Hashimoto's. Now understanding the root cause is very important before treating the symptomatic disorders. So if you are facing with the similar issues, that is especially skin disorders with the underlying cause of this thyroid, that is basically Hashimoto's disorders, feel free to call for the same, so that we can help you and treat you and recover your health fully back. And you can contact for the same on the displayed number below.